Hey. Selected on it. Oh, there it is.
That's not it.
Oh my gosh. It's supposed to be left table, right table. No.
Larry, yes. Well, just put it back to the intro.
Oh god.
It's not selected there.
There we go.
Oh my god.
This is why I'm the GM and not the camera guy.
I honestly just want to restart.
Well, it's too late for that.
It's too late to restart. We'll do it live.
We're already fucking here.
We're
Welcome.
live. Yeah. Welcome back, everyone, to our show here of Magic Modifiers recap.
It's not
show.
a fucking
Don't call it
recap.
a
Don't
recap.
fucking call it a recap.
It's a recap. In this episode,
I'm gonna
we're
flamethrower
going to be
you.
reviewing the episodes 22 through 25 of Magic Modifiers Action Faction. And also the two Call of Cthulhu episodes that we ran the last 2 weeks. Joining me on the table, by the way, my name's Carlos. Joining me on the couch from right to left, depending on where you're sitting, left to right, according to you, Christy.
Jeez. Lives with her, doesn't even know how to introduce her.
Christy / Dean Winchester. Next to her, Mason / Charmander.
Whoa. This is Chubby Boy. Not right. Not right, Char.
And our Dungeon Master, Larry. And Sam.
And Sam.
Sam.
Oh,
Damn it, Dean. Wrong show. Wrong game.
Anyway,
I guess we're gonna run the intro
So,
yeah. Let's go ahead
beforehand.
and run that intro.
Run the intro.
and we're
Oh
back.
shit, we're back.
And we're back. So, picking up from where we last took off,
Yes.
we...
Left off.
Yeah, well, where we last left off, sorry.
Took off.
Second language at all.
Oh shit.
We had learned of the great shitstorm that we had just unleashed on the world, and how serious it was by all of our respective gods, those of us that had gods, and pretty much we got told, hey, you need to fix this. You need to fix this, or bad things are gonna happen.
Yeah, because they got,
pretty
because
much.
y'all got, because apparently y'all the only motherfuckers in the whole universe who serve these motherfuckers, and great, just great.
No.
Yeah, later on we learned more about that though. But let's jump into episode 22, Larry, if you wanna take off from there.
So yeah, it's not gonna be like, calm down, Charmander. It's not gonna be like exactly episode 20. It's just somewhere around that area. But you guys are in Bendel, and you guys were in the process of waiting for Iggy's parents to
Send a letter.
send their monthly letter, and you guys were figuring out what you could do proactive in the meantime. So you decided to try and check the library, check with the locals, see what information you can stir up. Who exactly is this Atlas dude? What is he about? Why is he so terrible? And how are you going to stop him? Through your search and studies, you learned about a bit of his past, and you were, in the meantime, you were commissioned by the guards to check out the water supply in the sewers. Heading down there, the party.
Yours looks fine. What? Some
Heading down there, the party encountered a absolutely horribly disgusted.
We already talked about this?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
We almost
Yeah,
got
we
killed.
we ended, I think,
halfway through it, yeah.
yeah, halfway through.
This
it.
is when we almost got killed by Jello.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you guys went into the sewers, got disgusted by it, and then in an effort to very quickly reach a clean area, our poor bard ran into a gelatinous cube.
I was actually surprisingly only there for one round.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I think that
I'm not a strong
surprised.
man.
That fight surprised everyone because I expected it just to be a little minor diversion. Gelatinous cubes are CR2. They are all level 6 at the time.
Hold on. But you did homebrew a good part of it.
Yeah, a good part of it. It's gelatinous.
It's a pretty important part.
It is a very unimportant part. I gave, in order to help the gelatinous cube not get yeeted, I gave it resistance to non-magical weapons, which makes sense because it's Jello. Stabbing Jello.
How many
shouldn't
magical
be that
weapons
much.
do we have?
You
I
have
got one.
You have spiritual weapon. He has his radiant
Which
short
is
sword,
a spell.
which is a spell that lasts and does magical damage.
And our unfortunately our rogue is a fucking scary
Yeah,
cat.
you have a rogue with
He's
two.
scared of everything.
You have a rogue with 2 magical damage.
Did he even stab it one time?
I think.
Or did he just like run away?
He kept running away from it. He stabbed it once and ran, and then I think he attacked it from the back with its short.
The worst part I think was when was it you and someone else who swallowed some poop water?
No, that was poor Iggy.
Yeah. Why do you keep trying to kill Iggy?
So
that's
Iggy,
the first. That's the first goal in every
Yeah.
encounter.
Like, what?
Go for
Kill
Iggy.
Iggy just gets the short end of the stick every time.
You should just let her level up like 2 times ahead of us. And
There
she'll be
It's
alright.
because she's the only human.
Oh.
you go. That's
You-
the theory.
You
You're
D&D
racist.
D&D
You're
racism at its top.
Great.
Yeah. But you know what? She's getting better. You know?
Oh yeah, we actually had this
But
discussion.
I think that fight was only as hard as it was because you guys rolled shit.
I think that and
But
because
it's
of the
good that we
encounter
got those
too.
rolls
Well,
out of the way.
also because like, no offense, but like I would have all my magic just would have done bad things like shatter and.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sure a
was-
Jello doesn't understand what. Oh, what's up, brother? Doesn't know what that is, so I can't
Oh,
use
God.
that spell. Can't use that
You've
one.
insulted the Jello.
You've
Yeah.
insulted.
Yeah, this Jello
Well,
takes no
well-
psychic damage.
Well,
It's too
actually,
stupid.
if you read the spell, you just need to be able to hear it. You don't need to understand it.
Yep.
But does Jello have ears?
Huh?
Does
Jello,
Jello
I
have
think it can hear. I
Yeah,
think
it can.
I would have allowed it to hear.
It's like it can
because-
sense the deflection.
Yeah,
the
it has
deflection of the voice,
instincts. That it doesn't have eyes, but it can see. So I'm imagining it can hear as well. It's so.
Moving on slightly.
But yeah, you guys
The-
fell in. You dealt with that, and then. Oh, cat. You
Don't-
rested.
Don't fucking
and
do it. Don't do it,
don't
cat.
do it, cat. Don't do it. So moving on from there. Eventually, searching through the sewers, you reached the study area of the clerics and scientists in charge of keeping the sewer systems going. Found a journal, found some notes, found some bodies, and kept going through there.
yeah, just somebody
that
I used to.
Eventually, you reached the door that you couldn't unlock, and you realized some brown liquid was seeping underneath the door,
Yeah.
and you decided, fuck that, we're not dealing with it. We're just gonna go around.
We threw a body at it.
No, before that we fought a fucking poop monster.
No,
that was
Oh,
afterwards.
before we knew what it
This
was.
was
Yeah,
after.
the cup of what's the cup? What's the brand that makes the pudding? Yeah, what? But by the time we fought the pudding monster, it's after we fought the Jello. Why was everything just a kid's Lunchable in this dungeon?
So yeah, you saw the thing seeping underneath the door.
And we
It
threw
just-
a dead
it was-
body at it.
You threw
But
a dead
it,
body
like,
at it, but
just
it took
kinda-
you weren't willing to wait long enough to see what happened because it was taking its sweet time, slowly getting under that door. So
But
you were
said-
like, screw it.
I forget if you told us if it smelled like shit as it
Yeah.
was coming under the door or not.
I didn't tell you whether it smelled like shit, and that probably would have been a dead giveaway. So if you would have asked what it smelled like, I would have said well, shit.
That's what a perception check is for.
Yes.
Are you telling me the guy with a feline nose couldn't smell the poop coming off of that?
Yes, but you're in the sewer. You're in the sewer,
yeah.
so you smell shit everywhere.
Fair enough.
Great point. That's a great point.
Fair enough.
So you decided, you know what, you're not dealing with that. You're gonna go around, deal with the trapped area, and deal with that. When you got back, you decided you were going to try and avoid the chaps and try and get to the other side. And you remember that there was a big pile of shit in the center. And thinking of it as nothing other than poop.
Is this sewer ever going to... I have questions. Is this sewer ever going to hold any weight, or can you answer some questions I may have?
I cannot.
Why? Okay, so you mentioned that there was a square. You mentioned that there was a square above the door. Were you trying to say that was a spot where the Jello was?
Okay.
I will give it's. Yeah, I'll give that to you. That was you know the pressure plate at the end of the corridor.
Okay.
The where you use the spell magic to get rid of it.
Okay.
Had you stepped on that,
Yeah.
the door behind you would. The entryway behind you would close, and that square slit would have opened up, and another gelatinous cube would have fell out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, we all saw that coming.
Yeah, everyone saw it coming. It was really obvious.
Yeah.
It was
Indiana Jones' worst nightmare.
Yeah, you would have had to deal with the
could have
gelatinous
just. You would have rather you throwing a pile of snakes at me.
Yeah, so
snakes.
um,
Why did it have to be snakes?
yeah.
And then there was, I think, one other thing in that room that was a question. There was a square above the door. Oh, what was the thing? The eye stock thing going through the water. The green thing. Okay. When you were describing it, I thought you literally meant it was like an eye stock that was just
it was just this
gliding through the
this
water.
slimy thing that moves through the water.
Think of muck.
Think of muck.
I do.
Think of muck, but
I am
green.
a big muck fan.
Yeah,
so,
think of muck, but green.
Not so much in a
I'm sure Charmander is friends with
I'm not an Alolan muck fan. Get it right, Alola.
You heard what
region.
happens when you read muck backwards? Anyway.
Yeah.
You need to stop.
He's been saying that joke since the 8th grade.
Episode 23 is when we finally get to the last room.
Yeah, you fought off the poop monster, which was
the poop monster held his own.
It was, which was funny enough.
Why is every little guy holding his own in there?
Yeah, it was a homebrewed. It was a converted monster from 4th edition. I brought it over to 5th edition.
I think the big problem here is that we don't have any tanks.
Yeah,
that's a big issue.
Yeah.
I need a little bit of the.
You guys made y'all party.
Me and Gray try our best to tank, but it's hard.
This is campaign 2. You guys knew what you were doing. I'll let y'all make the party.
Hey, a druid can tank.
If you guys want to make your party.
And I'm a bard, but I'm still in the awkward phase where I don't have anything else really about. But one of these days, we'll be blowing the house off. Be blowing the roof.
You also don't get hit.
Yeah, I don't get hit because I got all those range spells. I don't want to get there.
But yes, you dealt with the poop monster and then went through, and unfortunately, because of an absolutely atrocious stealth check, you tried to listen in on.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
That was me. That was basically.
I was just like, cool. Let's dump some information on him. Let him know about it. Rolls like a 2 and stuff.
Yeah, it's like
never mind.
Basically, like, hey, so we're thinking about getting pizza. You guys want pizza?
Basically.
So he just opens the door, and then I just told her, "Hey, you guys are in here."
I said, "No way."
So, dude, like you needed like a 10. I was so desperate to give out information.
Big metal door.
Like a 10.
Not a very wise boy. No.
I was just like, I'm gonna give him some. But
I also like closed it right after I walked. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, yes, of course you're gonna close it after you got caught. But yeah, you open it.
I was never here.
You figured it out. You guys, you backed up, waited to see whatever was gonna open that door. You were gonna blast the Kingdom Come Fortunately, nothing came through. For that.
We were all just like,
wait for it. And then you guys eventually walked in, encountered this wizard.
A hydra thingy. It was like a hydra elemental.
Water elemental.
The hydra.
This wizard who is responsible for bringing you all together. And you fought him off. And funny enough, we still laugh about how the mini boss, aka the poop monster, was so much harder on you guys.
So much harder
than the actual boss.
We nearly died.
That was some tough shit.
That's my job. No, I was kidding. That was great.
It's very accurate that you're using Dean right now. All right.
Gabriel's rubbing off on hope. But no, I think I killed the water elemental on my way to go kick Bald Boy's ass.
Yeah, dude, we kicked ass on that last.
It was actually, you strategized very well.
We did, yeah.
It worked out pretty good, as good as it could have.
We should have advanced more on him faster.
Yeah. But
there was one thing that we overlooked. The counter spell. She should have been.
It's canon.
It's canon now. It's canon now.
I know. There may have been a rule slip up, but it's canon.
It's canon.
Yeah, no, it is canon now, but in the future, I think it's something we're gonna try to look out for.
You know I'm looking out for it. You know I'm counting every inch of that board.
Hey, I have a question.
What's up?
So can we make a home rule? So like, there's this thing that like lets like your spells have double the distance, but it says it's like attacking spells only. But you know what? I kind of want it for counter spell.
No. So
I think it's called Spell Sniper.
Yeah, Spell Sniper.
Yeah.
Pew!
Yeah. So, I think that's where the episode.
That's where.
We captured that ball
with you guys capturing this old guy. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and we got
He ran away.
the Lord.
You saved the life of the Lord.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Who
didn't really, reward us.
Yeah, the sewer Lord.
That was kind of shitty, right?
Okay, that's enough.
But Bald Boy had a little halfling, or what was he, a gnome or a goblin?
It was a female halfling.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh no, master!" and then ran away. I was like,
Yeah,
that was a little weird. I'll be honest, it was a little weird.
He had a little sister. He had
Igor. Yeah, little Igor, but who loved him like.
Igor loved Master. Come on, have you ever seen the movie? This guy.
Yeah.
So she saw that you had captured her master, vowed her revenge, and flee.
She was fanatical though. That was what struck me.
What did she say?
That was weird.
She's like, "Oh no, master!" and then kind of ran away or something. She might
and
have
then almost
us.
threw her life away. Then she realized, okay, I can't do this.
Yeah. I was actually surprised nobody went after her. I was like, yeah, she's.
We were so tired of that. We wanted to get out of the poop water.
Your boy only had one spell left.
Yeah, we were all. The spell users were looking rough. Maybe not her, but the rest of us were.
Yeah.
Because you can just sling that Eldritch Blast whenever you want.
I got that for days.
Yeah.
From distance,
Kobe.
I
need to use my cantrips a lot more.
That's what I like to imagine when you're shooting it. When you're shooting it really far, it's just like a little ball in your hand. You're like Kobe.
Yeah, the episode ended
with an orc.
With you guys reaching the surface, and as you guys were leaving, you were encountered the eldest of the Ern brothers.
Oh yeah, I don't trust this
Maury
guy.
Ern.
Yeah, because apparently this dude now works for a sort of guild that works with the other guilds. Yeah, he's taking contracts out with freaking bad dudes. What's up with that, man?
Yeah. I mean, you could have stayed around and asked questions.
He didn't want to tell us shit. He was just like, my business is him. We're like, all right, get the fuck out. Close the door.
It's you fucking weird.
I thought two things. I thought either homie wanted to get his skin and wear it like a suit, or was gonna kill us to get him free or something. And I was like, what's going on?
Man, I was afraid that we were gonna have to fight him too. I was like, no, I only won't spell. Don't let me waste it on this dude.
He's probably way stronger than Bald Boy was. So. Who knows? But we took Bald Boy to the prison or to the jailhouse basically. Got him locked up in the truth telling room. Right?
Yeah, go into the next episode. Yeah, you brought
room where you gotta tell the truth. I think was that room was or no?
No, it's a different one.
Yeah,
it was the truth, or was it just nobody could get in?
It was both.
Both? Okay.
Both, pretty much. Yeah, after going into the next episode, you guys took him to Captain Tor. Decided on you needed a place where you guys could safely interrogate him without any interruptions. He took you to the city's interrogation chamber, which had his own truth in it. And you convinced him to not allow Mori in, causing Mori to have a temper tantrum outside.
A literal child.
Yeah, a literal child.
I mean, it's cool that we had like a truth-telling room. I mean, things could have got nasty. I had some ideas for some interrogation.
Yeah.
But those were not required.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, luckily he spoke.
What's your alignment again?
I think chaotic neutral.
Oh, damn, yeah, it's pretty good.
I think.
Yeah, it's pretty
Hey, sometimes you gotta pull a couple fingernails off, pull a couple teeth out.
Yeah.
So, you guys got information out of him, learning about who he was, where he's from.
And these three Captain Dickheads from Core?
Maricor. Yes, you learned that he was working for a couple of the generals from Maricor, and he's pretty much was left in the dark. He was just a do man, just had his orders and was sent to do it.
Well, he was a do man who also had a do man under him.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was the do man group.
Yeah, pretty much.
We killed both of them. Well, we killed one of them. We assume Baldy McBaldhead's gonna get killed too.
Well, yeah, when you cut the snake's head, the body just falls off.
You killed one of them?
The first guy.
Yeah, dude.
The first dude
from
the first
episode?
When he was like, I can get a little help out here. We're like, no, you're gonna die.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that little guy.
The dude who got his like soul snatched out of that
was
orb
it a
thing.
goblin or something?
No, he was another bald dude in like robes. He was another bald dude in robes. Pretty sure that's how you described him. After we got out of the goblin cave.
Yeah, back in
episode. Episode 1 guy.
Episode 1 guy.
Yeah, episode 1. Yeah, you're thinking of something.
Yeah, EP 1 guy.
Yeah, and the whole ghostly creature, bald guy, it's a completely different guy. It's not the same person that you guys just watched.
No, I just thought he was in charge of him. I thought he was his
more than
boss.
6 months ago. More than 6 months ago. Episode 1.
Was it really?
Yeah, dude. We're on episode 26 coming up this Sunday.
What the fuck was I thinking? Oh, you know what? I keep thinking. Sorry, I thought you were talking about at the new location at the new time.
No.
But,
well, so you guys got that from him. You guys returned to Iggy's home to rest. On the way back, a couple of you stopped by some bathhouses, enjoyed your rewards, and eventually rested.
Nobody went to the brothel.
There have been.
I haven't been able to
visits
visit the brothel.
Oh, you only have favorite ones that you go to?
No, I just don't want to piss off Hope.
Don't want to do that.
Like I'm doing a bunch of whoring.
Oh, he's waiting. He's holding himself out.
Bullshit. We'll just do it when she's not around. We haven't really had much alone. I mean, not around each other time.
Got plenty of time without being around each other while during that week, plenty of time to do that.
Well, but anyway. Oh yeah, one quick question.
She's fine.
Yes.
Oh well, come on. I'm a pretty good liar. So like, you have. So what? I don't even have it, but I think at one point I might be able to take it. If I was covered in the poop smell, would the prestidigitation get rid of the poop smell?
No, it'll remove the poop, but the scent will be there. Still.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. What?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Damn you prestidigitation.
It's like when same as like if you've gone like a week without showering, you can use prestidigitation to make your clothes clean, but you're still funky.
Can I bitch slap people? Can I ghost slap people with my mage hand?
Yeah. You see the mage hand.
They see it?
The mage hand is visible. Yes.
They can see it?
Yes.
I don't want them to see it.
Yeah, that was a very common misconception for a long time.
I want to ghost slap people.
No, the mage hand is missing.
You can do unseen servant.
Like someone's that 1 HP. Can he do it? Can he ghost slap?
Yeah, bro. If they lash out, they'll get rid of them. But
Yeah, but like Mortimer over here is just handling my lightweight. Someone's just talking to me. He's talking to me wrong. He's getting slapped.
Continuing on because we don't have much time.
Why don't we have much time? Take time.
I don't want this to be super long.
So,
people don't want to watch us.
The time passed. Okay. You guys spent your time waiting.
Preparing to leave.
Yes. Eventually, the letter did finally come from Iggy's parents with not the best of news. Actually, not good news at all. Saying that would potentially be their last time communicating with their daughter, that they loved her and they wished her well, for the most part.
What? What do you mean for the most part? We wish you well for the most part.
No, I was like that. For the most part, that was about it.
A little part of us
we wish we had a son, but
at least one of you 7 children was a son.
Yeah. Is there 7 or is there 8 of them motherfuckers?
Oh, that's what it is.
That's why they're all called in boys' names.
They're all named boys, but they're all girls.
Yeah. So, following that, you guys decided to head out. Deciding on faster travel, you purchased 2 horses at the local stable. Fuck you, Gabriel.
And a cart. Rip. Also, the horses rip.
Yeah, we gotta stop buying carts. It's like the second one.
This is like the third one.
Second or third cart we've had.
This is the third one you've bought.
Or
and it
at
just
least
ends
like
up.
A foldable cart.
I don't know that. We would need like a pocket dimension to slide it into.
No idea.
Can I get? Yeah. How do I get like a pocket garage? I can just like load it in.
How do you get that? Reach level 15. That's how.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, I can get Magnificent Mansion before then. Well, that's a good question. If I put something in the mansion, if I ever get that spell, does it stay in the mansion when the mansion's gone?
I don't know. I feel like it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't because if people inside the mansion when it goes away, they just there. So I feel like things inside that weren't a part of it also just go.
True.
So continuing though. Cleverly enough, Gabriel put together something wasn't right about this horse.
It was just the second time we saw him, and I feel like you described the scar thing again. I was like, all right, I think I see something.
What was it that you said?
So yeah.
No, it was just like ask him how long it's been since he was a human.
I was like, are you shitting me? Are you like literally episode 2? I set up this horse, and I'm like, it's gonna come. This is gonna be like such a good plot twist later on. It's gonna catch him off guard. It's gonna be great.
He just left.
This fucker.
He just left us.
He ran from giant spiders. He's a horse.
No, not that. After we
dehorsified him?
Dehorsified him. He just I was like, oh, well, I'm going home. See you guys later.
Well, basically, he's just like, I've been a horse for all of these years. I left behind someone I loved. I want to know what's happening with them. If we're going to, but
I should have convinced him to stay.
Yeah, you probably could have.
Damn, but dude, she's not there anymore. Don't worry about it. Come on.
That's what I told him. I was like, it's been.
He has to believe in love.
It's been 30 years, man.
That's been 30 years.
In first, I just had 8 or 10. I thought.
Yeah, I think it was 10.
But Iggy's hitting on him right off the bat. I'm like, hey, dude, should have been like, hey man, go for it.
Hey, she's into horse people. Okay, it's okay.
Don't judge. Don't you kink shame.
I met him when he was a horse.
There's no.
If Sam can sleep with a demon.
What are you talking about? Gabriel tries to sleep with a demon all the time.
Anyway, so you guys dispelled it, sent him, allowed him to go on his way. In the meantime, you guys tried to drop frickin' Frack off at Iggy's sister's house, but she made the mistake of coming back. To try and talk
fatal
to her.
mistake.
She made the fatal mistake of coming back to try and talk to her.
Okay.
They're still with us. They're not dead yet.
They did some damage.
They did.
They did some
I don't know.
damage.
They did damage. All right.
We've got two.
They have potential.
We got
what do
two,
you say?
basically two parrots with knives running around.
Yeah, basically.
Do they
if they're not assassins by the end of the month, I don't care.
End of the month.
You know, Frick is. Right now, I'm just giving him the stats of an NPC. But if Frick keep on coming in clutch like this, Frick's gonna get a character sheet. All right.
Yeah, shit.
But
Frick
we're getting
there.
ahead. We're jumping ahead. We're jumping ahead.
Frack.
So
I
at the
have
end
a
of the
question.
episode, you guys called it a night in the local tavern.
What's your question?
Do Kenkus do they specifically have the capacity to learn spells?
Yes.
Yes.
Player character Kenkus, yes.
NPC
Yeah.
Kenkus.
No.
Wait, didn't we try to drop them off at the at the restaurant
You
too?
try, yeah.
The hotel. Where
Yes,
like, yo,
you
you guys need some Kenkus.
yes. You
We
guys
got
will-
some for you.
You guys, well, prior to that though, you guys went to sleep.
What
In
about
your dream,
spiritual magic though? They
anything a player can be handle, if they do a player character version of them, then
Yeah,
yes.
but you can't talk as. Ugh.
But anyway,
There is a way.
there's a way.
To get your intelligence above a certain level.
Yep.
But
with that special
as you guys called it a night, you had a dream, one of your nightmarish, helly thing dreams, and this time, you, rather than the graveyard or any of the other ones, you found yourself at the base of a wizard's tower, and accompanying you for the first time is this young boy wearing robes with a snake pattern on him.
Yeah.
But he lets you know that he lives in
Orys
Road, and based off of that dream, you guys decided to change your path and start heading that way. And that was where the episode ended.
Man, I've been trying to get rid of this necklace.
And our new guest, Daisy.
Welcome.
You can barely see it because of the tapestry.
Just a minute.
Yeah, your boy is still gonna get rid of that necklace if
Hey,
it kills it.
hey.
Why haven't we tried? Honestly,
Because
just
you guys
drop it off.
you guys don't want to do it. You guys keep getting so cold feet about it.
What's wrong with the necklace?
We don't want it.
Well,
It gives us bad dreams.
Oh, God.
And it also basically just lets bad people look in on us all the time. This is
Well,
it's my theory.
She's gonna bring it down.
Yeah, stop.
It's just like, oh, let's see what they're doing. Let's haunt them some more. I can tell what you're doing. And I'm just like, the necklace doesn't come in. The necklace doesn't come in the inside the hut. Tiny hut, no necklace.
What?
I get good sleep in my hut.
So, does the necklace prevent sleep from happening?
No,
you get perfect sleep. Let me tell you,
you
you
get-
get the best sleep of your life on that necklace.
Oh,
all right?
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
don't wake up.
Yeah.
I don't care what's going on around you. You're not waking up.
And
Oh,
then,
that's
and one of these days, we're gonna be. One of these days we're gonna be. What's it called? One of these days we're gonna be
Exhausted.
exhausted. Yeah. Well, not me because I stay in the hut. The necklace don't come in the hut.
Well,
It's my rules. And if I get the mansion one day, necklace don't come in the mansion either.
if I get a chance to hold that necklace, I'm just dropping it off and not telling anybody. Like, oh, we're just riding. And
Well, I had this great idea.
Or is this in the bag? And it's just
I had this hilarious idea. It's like if we ever get to like a cliff's edge, I'm like, hey, you got that necklace on you, by the way? Can I see it?
Who's to say it wouldn't come back?
Who's to say?
We don't know because we haven't tried.
I thought we have. I really thought.
No, we
tried to get
haven't
rid of
tried to
it,
get rid of it
and
because Mitski would not get rid of it. He
No, bro. Because
refused.
Mitski saw the value in that necklace.
I'm
We
put
could
it.
try to sell it.
I could also put that bitch in a lead box and we can throw it in the bottom of an ocean.
There
We
you
never gotta see it again.
There you go.
How do you know that's gonna work?
Because I believe that's how magic works. But I have no idea.
Everyone knows that's how magic.
That's how magic
Magic
works.
is unpredictable.
Shut up, demon.
This is Sam.
Sam.
So,
Stop don't feel cry. But your daddy be a demon. Or you're being the chosen one to be a demon's shell, whatever it is. I forget.
Demon shell.
So,
Demon shell.
So, ending that, going to the next episode, you guys decided to make way for Orys. In the time that you were traveling on the first day, you encountered a stray dog by the name of Toon.
Once again, I was like, nope, don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
The next of
Just-
multiple mistakes we've already made and we've yet to make.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am a mistake.
no,
I am mistake-less.
Toon.
I've done nothing but kick ass and take names.
Except
Except for that part
he
where
walks into the gelatinous cube.
Except for that part and the part I got turned into a crab.
Let's not
Crab people.
But
Kick
you
me
guys
in the
encountered
ass.
Toon, which turned to be a stray dog from the local town of Alberton. Well, not a stray dog, but a runaway. With it having a name tag.
Sure that name tag didn't say Doug.
I don't know. But you guys decided to allow him to accompany you on your journeys.
Question: what's up with that dog?
Huh?
What's up with that dog?
Well, he's not a human. I already asked him. Or somebody already asked him.
Yeah.
He could be lying. He might not know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a cool dog, though.
Well, it's a
Anyway.
pretty cute dynamic, though. A
Yeah,
cat
right?
walking dog.
Gray is loving that. Gray and Iggy are loving that dog. Anyway.
And he did help out.
They come.
Again,
Again.
they do come in handy.
Yeah,
As
Lord.
much as you hate them.
Fucking traveling circus over here.
Right? Eventually.
Except when you're going into a dungeon of some mythical, gigantic creature.
Yeah.
Inside
It's
of
like no one in
mountain.
this group has ever had a goldfish before.
Hey, if Talali can have a hawk, Gray can have a dog.
That hawk was a pet. That was like unhittable. That dog is gonna get whacked by one
It
big
wasn't.
claw.
That hawk had an HP and everything. It was hittable. It just didn't target anybody because nobody hit because it didn't hit much. But that hawk was hittable. I warned her that
I'm just
if
saying.
she slipped up, that hawk was gonna die.
I'm just saying. It's like no one in this group ever owned a goldfish.
Well, after allowing Toon to join the party, you guys continued, and you encountered the next day.
We set up camp,
Yes.
and at one point when we set up camp, little by little, the group, like 2 people in the group or 3 people in the group went and they found that tree, right?
That was the next day.
Yeah.
That was the next
That was the
day?
next day.
I thought it was at nighttime that whole time.
No, that was the next night. Sorry, the
Oh,
first.
was it
Yeah,
night?
it was
Okay.
it was at nighttime, but it was the next night. The next night.
I imagine that whole thing
Happened during the day.
daytime.
Yeah,
Me
sorry.
too.
That was at nighttime. It was while you guys were setting up camp, if you remember. But
Yes. It's
you guys were setting up camp. Iggy, Gray, and Toon encountered some floating lights while out searching for food and followed it to this magical tree. In the process, they were turned into animals. And fortunately, Toon was capable of coming back and warning the party.
An old yeller in it.
Yeah.
What's
Timmy's in the
that?
well?
Timmy's in the well.
Pretty much.
And then we ran, and then we got
Yes. Hilariously enough, the party
crab and a frog.
collectively failed their saving throws and were all turned into animals. Fortunately, you were able to escape. And you, again, were clever enough to figure out to pitch.
Used to be.
I
I
was
was
just-
just hopping along.
Yes.
I was
yes,
just pinching her in the ass.
Frog ass.
That froggy
That,
Bumpy.
that lumpy,
Sweet-
bumpy
that
butt.
sweet froggy ass.
I was a crustacean. I didn't know what I was doing.
But as you do that, Hope was transformed back. Through some unfortunate rules, had to stomp you twice instead of once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think the second time I kicked him up against a tree or something.
Yes. In the time it took you guys to
It's
get
just like,
back.
not hard enough. One more time.
Broken shell.
All you saw was just
Bang.
broken shell, crab meat, and just it was a mess.
Yeah.
But
It's
in the time it took you guys to get back, Gray and Iggy encountered an archfey, and It gave you guys instructions on how to get to Order real quickly.
I'm glad you call it because it's a dick. It's like, led us on the wrong way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Completely wrong way.
Whistling the dick.
Hey.
That should be his new name.
If I see him again, I'm going to call him a dick. He gave us wrong directions.
Says who?
She's so fun.
Says everything we've ran into.
Hey, you guys don't know where you guys are going.
He gave us
Right.
technically right directions.
Hey.
He was technically a dick.
Yeah.
No, according to the map, you said it was the wrong direction.
According to the map,
Slightly.
yeah. The map said to go in a very different direction. You guys completely left the road and followed the direction he took. And that was pretty much where.
Now,
the
why we
episode-
did that, I don't know.
Because the cat promised us
We
it
got
was the right
convinced.
way.
Yeah.
We got
He literally promised us, like, oh, we gotta go this
Yeah.
way.
Following the road until you reached Middleac.
Did we reach Middleac?
Yes.
Oh,
You
yeah,
reached
you're
Middleac,
right. You're right.
The outpost city or town. Restocked on supplies before getting ready to head out.
Yeah, we just only a couple people went into town.
Yeah.
We had a bad rap there, so.
Yeah, fortunately,
Well,
yeah,
you
it was
and
very, very
Christy.
wise for you in specific decide to say out because while going inside, the rest of you saw wanted signs for Gabriel.
Oh, with if I have what's it called, minor illusion, can I change the color of my skin?
No, I'm gonna say that falls.
Is that
under
disguise
category,
self?
Disguise self.
Okay.
So, so you got restocked on supplies, saw the wanted posters, and began to head in the direction Wisdom pointed out.
Yeah.
That was an hilarious episode.
Episode 24, yeah. The road to horror.
Snip, snippity snip snip, snip snip snip.
Yeah, I didn't expect so many failed saving throws on that polymorph.
It happens at the worst of times.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It was a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, I think
Again, I'm not a wise
I
boy.
think the DC was 15 or something like that.
Not a wise boy.
But it's just like, holy shit.
It's rough.
Yeah.
We're failing so many fucking saving throws.
That's a good
Oh
question.
yeah, you guys had. I forgot we didn't talk about the papers.
Ooh, wait.
The papers, by the way, you guys got from
The papers.
the letters that you found on the old man's body.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
that was
right. There's a couple of.
I didn't take notes on that.
Yeah.
I don't
I
remember
believe Graf did.
much of them.
No, I think Graf did. I'll be right back.
We found the special map.
Oh,
We went map
Oh
shopping.
my god! Yes, they sold my map.
Sold your
They
damn map.
sold my map.
Yosemite Sim map.
Oh, they sold the map and bought useless maps.
Better map.
Useless maps.
Better map.
Useless. But yeah, it was an interesting couple of episodes. It was an interesting episode. I didn't expect you guys to keep tune. I expected you guys to either like to be like, no, we don't want to deal with this, kind of like Gabriel's reaction, or to be like, all right, let's send him home, back to Alberton. But you guys were on a deadline, I guess.
Who the dog?
Yeah, Tune. I expected you guys to either just like be like, no, get away from here, or to be like, let's send. He's from Alberton. Let's bring him back to Alberton. It's less.
But
than
that
a
would have been
day.
so
that
far
true?
backwards.
It was a day away. You guys were less than a day's away from Alberton.
Now, why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
Put us off on the path.
I don't know.
He's been putting us off the path
Hey,
since we
everything-
got on the path.
Hey,
Or
everything-
maybe this dog has another purpose.
Maybe we'll see.
Unless
Unless it dies.
what
And
happens?
then there's no issue with me.
There we go.
You want the dog to die?
I don't want the dog to die,
I
but
don't
it's
want him to
going
be
to
with us.
die.
Yeah.
I want
Yes.
the dog to be with
Come
us.
on,
Yes.
why are you suspicious of everything?
Because
Come on now.
pets,
Because
Sometimes,
pets,
you have trained us to be.
sometimes a
Pets.
dog is just a dog.
which can't survive big combat in an adventure game.
Hey,
So what's a good pet that could hold its
A
own?
bear.
Oh,
nothing.
that thing that
gorilla.
Ian had.
Nothing.
No, that thing Ian had in the other campaign.
Nothing.
The Steel Predator.
Nothing.
I would love a steel
That's
predator.
why Find Familiar is a thing, because they know it's gonna die. You just poof it back.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah,
that's
but
a
have you
good
ever
idea.
seen the Steel Predator?
No.
A
Yeah.
warhorse.
It's got like
100.
It's got like 130 HP. And it does
Yeah.
crazy damage.
I hope you guys are.
You could probably keep a wolf alive. A good time.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
A dire wolf, definitely.
If you could get one, I'll allow it.
That's true.
Anyway.
That's true.
We don't have anybody in the group that's like that though.
No.
We don't have a ranger.
No.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, going into the next episode. So, you guys continued along the side of the mountain until you reach. You eventually reached the cave where you first met each other. And such fond memories, right?
The fondest.
And continued. You made camp that night.
Did we get attacked there?
Not yet.
No, we went down the line a little more. We kept seeing these little cut-ins, and then eventually we picked one and we stayed inside of it.
Yeah, you eventually found while you were out camping. No, you didn't stay inside of it, which is why you saw. You guys were like, I think you guys decided not to stay inside just in case whatever was in those mountains, anything that lived inside, didn't deal with you, didn't mess with you. So you guys didn't go inside the mountain. Unfortunately, you didn't, because while you, one of you, I think it was Gray, was up keeping watch. He saw a torch.
Going inside, yeah.
Go inside, whatever. So, following the mountain pass, you eventually reached the a secret little hidden entry into the side of the mountain. Where
Now, real quick, before we get into that, how do you get upset whenever we ignore obvious invites to do to?
I intentionally
Stuff
ignore
like
my
that.
listen.
No,
I do it on purpose.
No.
it's up to you. It's like, I put certain things there because I know you'll ignore it, and I'll put just world building things, stuff that it's like, yeah, you'll see, just because there's a lake and you can like, oh, that lake's you can't see the bottom, so it must be deep. Doesn't mean I expect you to dive in and see.
Okay. Now,
This
is
is
that
just-
something,
this-
is that something you learned with us,
Oh
or
my
just
god, herpes.
across the board DMing?
Run
each
away.
Yeah, I think it's just from campaign. Yeah, it's over the time, just from watching other DMs to, especially considering why there's a reason why these entries are in the cave. You guys are going to learn that later, but if I don't include this, the reason these caves are there wouldn't make sense. So this is for you guys to be like, oh, that's why those were there.
I
Well, if you-
think I have an idea why they're there.
Okay.
Well, if you can't tell, when Gabe, a cautious boy, does he
That's what they call them.
sees something very obvious, he
Purple.
does not. He
Oh.
does not go for it.
Yeah.
When and he's also learning new things. He saw a fucking dragon. He thought dragons have been extinct for like 2,000 years.
He is a man.
And now he's like, oh fuck, they're real.
Yeah.
And
But
everyone else is just casually going,
He's
oh,
a
what do you mean?
skeptic man.
Oh, what do you mean? You
What?
didn't know there were dragons? It's like, oh yeah, you've seen one, and only one person in the group has seen one.
but at
He's
the
a
same
skeptic
time,
man who creates magic out of his voice.
at the same time, I
Voice.
am a game designer from freaking school and stuff like that. So I have Easter eggs in there. If you guys want to, if there could be, I believe I told you guys campaign 1, but there's a genie's lamp in my world and it's hidden, and I put it one place, and it's been there since campaign 1. If you guys decide to go and find it, it's there for you. But it's that whether that entices you to check every corner, under every rock, and that's up to you. But
I swear to God, if I
Well,
check
we got a
that
show
first,
to
I'm
run,
fine.
so we're not gonna spend every
yeah,
episode
exactly.
looking.
So there's different things, and if you know what you were looking for, then it'd be easier to find it. If it's like, oh, if you're checking the dungeon of a famous warlock, odds are there's gonna be something stashed away.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for.
So
I'm good and ready for when we are high enough level to have a good deep crawl where we like kill things and find Cool shit.
treasure.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some magic stuff. Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
But no,
That's
yeah,
some,
I know it's your world. It's your world, and we never talked about it.
Yeah.
But I just saw that opportunity when you were like, and there's this dragon flying. I was like, ooh, this is a great. Just kind of throw it in there like RP wise. Like, wait, that dragons are real?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. like
Yeah.
my character be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dragons are real. Like
Yeah.
those
Yeah,
things died
they're-
off a while ago.
Yeah.
Another point too that you made later on is that like traditionally in D&D, dragons are intelligent, so
Yeah.
they're not usually rideable.
Or
They
seen
can be.
seen very often.
They
Yeah.
can be, but
Yeah.
the fact that we saw a rideable dragon,
I did so. I mean, yeah, that's what you said, right? You said you
Yeah.
saw some
Yeah.
kind
There
of,
was something riding it. You didn't get high enough perception to see like what, but you saw that's what you got high enough to know
It's
this.
got a little
There
backpack on.
There was like something.
keeps the
There was like
snacks.
something riding it. Someone riding.
Oh, I thought you said it just had like a strap, which could be like a.
Yeah,
satchel.
no, you saw that. It looks like we're like put a saddle, kind of like what looks to be some type of saddle on the back of it.
Are you sure it wasn't?
it's just
A very fashionable belt.
You're telling me it wasn't Dragonite delivering the invitations to go to Mewtwo's Island?
So,
It's such a great card. You've seen that card. Everyone
so
knows.
continuing on the recap, you guys went through this little side crevice between where the two mountains meet, and saw
Like
tracks.
Finding Nemo.
Yes. You saw tracks, what looks like a bunch of goblin tracks that lead into
Yeah.
this mountain.
I feel like we almost could have been like, oh, I hope we do not get ambushed in here. Like, we should have tried to set an ambush for the ambush. We knew it was there. Like, oh, this is here. This is happening.
deep in the back. We were like,
God. Oh, God. So you guys saw an old sign that indicated this part was secret ore road territory and visitors were not accepted. But you can tell quite a bit of time has been passed since that sign was placed. It doesn't seem to have any type of upkeep or sign of civilization.
I tried to kick the sign over and I got yelled at.
You did kick the sign over and they tried to put it back up and it fell, so they propped it against the wall.
They're like, why did you do that? I was like, oh, it's like we never saw it. It's off to the side. But yeah, it's called.
Doesn't exist
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, it's called without a reasonable doubt or guilt. We didn't know it was there.
While traveling through, you were ambushed
Not
by
a lot.
not goblins.
True.
You were not ambushed. Well, not yet. Ambushed by goblins, but by trolls.
Trolls, that's what they were.
Yes.
Big
Uh,
head,
All
big.
in the dungeon.
Them motherfuckers had the big heads.
Yes. 2 regular trolls and 1
Undead one.
undead Gookie troll, which upon investigation saw the symbol of the worshippers of Mulak carved into its palms.
So it was undead. It wasn't just like it had a bunch of boils on it. It's having a bad week.
No, this one was undead. It's like just simply by touching it, you took the chronic damage.
I thought it was every time something popped off of it. Like,
No.
Us-
People like,
us-
while they were like checking the body, they were taking damage just by simply touching it.
Yeah, and he would throw pieces of his body at people,
Yeah, it was absolutely
It was
disgusting.
gnarly.
But you guys took care of that. In the process, in the midst of the skirmish,
The horses.
one of the horses ran off. The other one died, and Orys decided to go alone to retrieve the horse that ran
I
off.
paid good money for that.
You have.
I was like, nope. I was like, we're not getting ambushed or killed because of
It ended up being the
horses.
correct way.
It did. No,
You
you're
guys
right.
went the
You're
wrong
right.
way.
It did. But
I
my
did
mind,
not-
I was like, I'm not getting killed and jumped over a fucking horse.
I did not
We're
expect.
going that way.
I didn't expect you guys to split up.
I don't know why we split up, honestly.
I don't know why you
they
split up
could've
because
just
Everyone said,
It's
let's
the
go
other
left. And you're like, alright, going right.
Yes, I think what happened was, the horse is that way. The DM wants us to go that way. Let's go the other way.
100%.
So,
I just thought I had already figured the horse was dead up ahead. it was only going to get us in more trouble. Let's go this way instead. That's literally how I was thinking.
So,
Well, how were you so confident that that was the right way?
Obviously, it wasn't the right way. I just was saying, we just got out of a fight. Let's not go rush into another fight, and let's see if we can get out going this way instead. Because I knew that horse had to have been dead up ahead.
Whether he was dead or not, though, like we could have still gone the same way and ended up in the same situation.
Remember, Carlos, you're the only one who went that direction.
Yeah.
Everyone else in the group went to the left.
So
not just me.
yeah,
Not just me.
You
Everyone else.
you went in the direction.
Gray didn't want to go that way either. He was like,
I know. It's just I don't know why I find that interesting.
You got ambushed by.
It was just a disagreement.
You got ambushed by a colony.
More
of
like
goblins.
I ambushed them.
No,
You held your own. No, you definitely held your own.
You
But
never
it was
mentioned
just.
how many did Orys end up killing?
I think you end up killing about between 15 and 20 of them before they took you out.
Like 30.
Nah.
Like
Oh
30.
my gosh.
Nah.
At least 30.
I wish
Nah.
I could have bought. Dude, I found the most legit goblin minis online.
Yeah.
They are awesome. They are awesome.
Yeah.
They are
But,
perfect.
they-
I feel like how do we roll the? Had we? I know it would have been stupid, but how
They
do we
all go
roll
at the
each
same
one?
turn.
How do we
They
roll
all
each
go at the
one
same
though?
turn.
I feel like I would have done really great because I had
yeah,
other,
you would
I
have,
had
but
other
it would have
spells.
ended the same. That's why.
Right, you would have. If you had to have done that, you would have just said they all had the same initiative, right?
Huh? Yeah.
Would you have just gone?
Yeah,
they all
I
had the
would
same
have said they
initiative?
would have all had the same initiative, but I wouldn't have. I would have had to roll for each of them
Oh,
because
yeah.
at least one of them
Was gonna
would've-
crit
was
on your
gonna
ass.
hit you. Not even crit. They were just gonna hit you, and you would have had to make the con save, and you would have. That's why I kept.
They had
making the
poison,
con save.
poison poles.
They had sleeping basically. They didn't want to kill you. They wanted to put you to sleep. As a tribute.
Yeah,
but-
that's what I had. That's what I started to think.
Yeah, but
too.
I would have started like a whirlwind of like using my gust cantrip.
You should
And
have
just,
did.
like,
Sorry,
like,
man.
I don't know
all
if
the
Gus
arrows
could
away.
like.
I don't think.
blow-
I
he
think
blow
you're
arrows
overestimating
away.
the cantrip, buddy.
No, I think it would
It's
knock
loud.
arrows off. Darts and arrows might not be
Yeah.
able to get through it.
But anyway,
But we
Yeah.
turned around because we heard
you
thunder.
heard the.
We heard the thunder.
Yeah, when
And
you got
thunder.
back, you saw the dead horse
And
and
thunder.
a dragging trail of where Orys was taken. And I didn't even want to skip to Orys. I just wanted to see how you guys reacted to that whole.
Well, you said we got in there and there were still some goblins.
Yeah,
around
you took out the goblins.
doing their ookie gookie shit. And we
You
were
took
just
out a
like,
couple of them, and then you just looked and there was this hole there. And I was just like, let's see how they figured it out. I was just like,
I was ready to take the damage. I was like, there might be some fall damage in this, but I'm gonna do
We
it
like
for
threw
it.
rocks
I wanted to
down.
Yeah, you guys threw a rock. We waited to hear what was down there, and when he said it sounded like water, I was like, I'll take the damage, and I just ran off and jumped.
yeah. I realized after the game was over, there was a check you're supposed to make for that water damage, but I was like, it's fine.
Yeah, I said to you, I did ask you, do you want me to make a performance check? I'm like, how?
No, you
how
were
good
specific.
my?
You were specific
Smart
because
guy.
you were a bard and because of all that stuff. You probably would have had experience with this stuff, like type of stuff. So I was like, it's okay.
Swimming, diving.
I also did for the first time,
Just
and I
before me.
probably shouldn't. I'm not ever gonna probably do it again, but I did have the radiant short sword out, and I did cut a goblin bully's head clean off. Just
Yeah. It was nice. But you reached the bottom. The rest of the group finally decided to make the dive. The Kenkus against their will, frickin' frack. We're like, nope. But Ithryl grabbed them and took
so,
them.
would they fall? Would they fall any slower
No.
if they were
No.
winging it?
They're not
Winging
going.
If they were
it.
winging it,
Nope.
would they get slow fall?
Nope.
They don't actually have wings. It's just like
No, they have wings.
feathery arms. isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I think they have wingy arms.
They have, I think it's wingy arms, but
Okay.
it's just the wings don't work. That's just.
Wait, you actually might be right. It might be just feathered. I don't know.
It's feathery arms.
I'd have to look at it.
It's wingy arms. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
But regardless, you guys reached the bottom, and it was just a big, massive, just pit of water. Up top there was drawings and
Gray had a panic attack.
yeah, through ciphering, you guys just learned part of like what was down there, and eventually, upon getting ready to leave, you guys were greeted with the voice wondering why you were leaving so soon. That's where the episode ended.
Yeah, and Graf has his theories. Obviously, we don't know what's going on yet.
Yes.
But we're gonna figure it out.
I can't remember who made the check to realize it was an aboleth.
Whoa, well,
It was
you
great.
didn't say
It was
it was an aboleth yet.
Yes,
You
we
said no.
It was great. He's
You
the
said
only
the
one who knows that
ceiling
language, yeah.
had a drawing of an aboleth, and it said this is like.
No, I'm talking about the drawing. I'm talking about who made the check
that was
to
great.
who
was
made
great.
the check to make the know
That
the
was
drawing
great.
an aboleth. Yeah,
That was great.
That's probably why he's freaking out.
Because
his
well,
character
well,
knows
also
an
like
aboleth.
it's not revealed yet. We don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know
no.
who this voice is. I don't know.
I know. I'm talking about. That's why he's probably freaking out because he sees a picture of an aboleth. Because he made the check, he knows what an aboleth is. Probably
Do you guys
he knows
remember it?
of what an aboleth is, so that's probably why he's freaking out.
Was the voice something we heard in our heads, or was it like outside?
Oh, I have no idea. We didn't really get that far. We were like, oh, we're at her.
It was in your heads.
we were like, we're just
Ooh, that's dangerous.
leaving.
Yeah.
Wait, it was
That's
in our
dangerous.
heads?
Yeah.
We all heard it?
Yeah.
Even
Well, you just gave it away, Larry.
Huh?
even
gave
like
it away.
Tune and
Sorry.
frickin' frack?
Huh?
Even like Tune and frickin' frack, like they know?
Yeah, everybody in there, including
This
Frank.
is such a nice cave you have here. Where
yeah,
did you get this cave?
Yeah, I like if you guys were like, is Tune is like what the heck? He's not scared, but he's like.
All right, but let's say that for Sunday.
But I have a question. Do we know that it's in our heads and it's not like an outside sound?
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, you are at this point. I believe this is like the third time you guys have heard a voice in your head.
okay.
So you know
Yeah.
that it's not something audible. But
Oh, it's gonna be a good episode. I
yes,
think.
I'm excited for that.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm just bummed I'm going to have to miss the episode after that.
Episode 26. That's okay.
So going on
Okay.
into our Call of Cthulhu series.
Oh, yeah. So we did shoot a 2-part. Thought it was going to be a one-shotter, but it took a lot longer on the introduction. A whole lot longer. That's possibly my fault too. That's
Possible.
it was my first time being a keeper, so
Yeah,
you know.
it was most people's first time playing Call of Cthulhu, so
Yeah.
it's to be expected.
Yeah. So we ended up doing a 2-part series of a Call of Cthulhu, kind of one shot that I drew up myself.
And that's sort of like something you learn as a DM too. Like, you learn that a lot of the stuff you either plan too little or you plan way too much.
Too much, yeah.
And you eventually get better at like measuring and gauging how much your players are going to look into something or not.
Yeah, the way that was going, because we didn't get to any ooky spooky shit until like well into it. It had to be a 2-parter. But the second part, I want to say, was a lot better than the first part, mainly because everybody kind of knew what they were doing a little more, and there was more of the actiony, scary stuff was in that second part compared to the first part, being such a introduction heavy kind of thing.
And I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I was definitely getting chills. Like the way you were describing it, I was just like, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was-
but I mean, this is my first time keeping. But damn, you guys made some insane.
They were running.
There was like 5s and 8s getting
Some
rolled,
of
and
the
I was
best
like, "What
rolls.
is going on?"
Some of the best rolls I've ever seen.
It's like I want to read that. I want to read that book. Oh, I roll a 5. You know everything that book says.
Holy shit.
You know
Cover
it
to cover.
inside out. But yeah, so with that adventure, basically, you guys were all invited to the funeral of a dear friend, and you were also left in his will. You were the only people to really stay at the house that night, besides the help and the lawyer. And upon your investigation and snooping, you guys let some shit out of a case. Don't worry, that wasn't going to be the only way some shit was going to get out. If you guys did something else, it was going to get out. That's like really the whole
There's
thing.
no stopping it.
Yeah, that's like the whole thing. Is like I think from like the things I've read with Call of Cthulhu, is that everyone has an understanding going in like it's going to get bad.
Yeah.
So let's role play like the best we can, even like all the way into when it gets bad, and then let's try to survive.
I wonder what would happen if all of a sudden everyone was like, yeah, let's not open that. Let's just go ahead and burn it or something.
You would have burned it. That would have let something
I
else
will let it
out.
out, yeah.
You would have
Well,
knocked
this is
over.
very- this
Somebody
is
would have
very-
knocked over a vase. That would let something. It's all a mousetrap.
Yeah,
One
whatever
big-
happened.
especially in a house-based setting
Yeah.
like that.
I think the only thing that would have like really had to force you to let it out was if we would have followed Drew's idea. Was like, well, time to go to bed. Everyone, everyone would have went to sleep.
Decided to go to sleep.
I would have had something for that.
Just
You know that fucking mask I installed in that second episode?
Yeah.
That would have been in the first episode.
Yeah.
That's what I would've said. I had that one. I had that one on the paper. Yeah, the mask that Drew put on his face.
How would you?
It would have just been somewhere.
Mr. Green.
It would have been in someone's room to where they would have picked it up and they would have had to make a check, and the check was not easy. I believe it was a hard difficulty Constitution check, which is half.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. That's another thing I really have to get better on the next time we come around. And if I keep is I really didn't have any difficulty settings on things. Everything was kind of just base difficulty that I was really going for. But I wanted to make sure everyone was having fun. But you guys let the evil out. I'm pretty sure I probably had a lot more combat than most people have in their Call of Cthulhu games. Let's see. One of them was kind of corny, which was the little laughing shadow monster. Yeah.
What was up with the children?
It was just a haunted ass fucking shit.
Yeah,
It was just, I think there was children, and then there was gray arms reaching out from the things.
I expected there to be
Oh,
some
God.
type of ghost when you let us know that it was built on top of like an old castle or an old house or something. I was just like, ooh, fuck. So ghosts are coming. I know that. I hated it. So I was ready for ghosts. I wasn't ready for kid ghosts because they terror me.
The thing was, there was nothing in the wine cellar.
Yeah.
There was. You guys were down there. I was like, all right, time to fuck with them.
Just
I was
a
like,
booby trap.
yeah, I was like, let's go, time to fuck with them. Well, if somebody would have got grabbed by one of those arms, I would have done something, but.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, the 2 times it happened, they both made their dex
Yeah,
checks.
because my dex was high.
They made every single check.
I know. And the cool thing is, even though, like I said, I didn't know if I was gonna murder everyone or, I didn't really know how it was gonna turn out.
Yeah.
3 of y'all are still alive, so if there's ever a time where we do it again where I keep, you guys can use the same characters.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And
I gotta say, in my opinion, Drew was MVP, and that ending was hilarious.
oh yeah,
It was oh.
he's like, dude, he tried to take on the beast head to head.
And even when it came to role playing, he did his research to the point where he had the 1920s lingo down. A doobie?
You mean a doobie, son?
And for a good day. Every time I heard a doctor, I was like, a female doctor.
I'm glad he did that too, because at that time, not that it was impossible, but definitely mid at that time in the 1920s, like a woman doctor. What the deuce?
Yeah, I was just like, oh, you're right.
But that's when the woman doctor is like, I know more than you. Shut up. I have a degree from Cornell.
Yeah, right. And it was actually he surprised me with that one. It was really
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the more I play and I see Drew play, the more I want him to be in our campaign. Whether it be a one-time NPC or a returning NPC, I would love to have him in our campaign.
But yeah, so let's see, where were we? After you guys went to the wine cellar and shit, you guys did after the wine cellar, you guys discovered the garage. In the garage, you guys met the little shadow creepling that I kind of drew up. Mm-hmm. And from there, you guys went upstairs again, didn't you?
Yeah, it was up and down.
Yeah. Once you guys discovered that the help had been murdered, thinks, you did take their only protection.
Hey, again, I told him, come with us if you want to live. And he was like, no.
I don't think you told him that you stole his gun out of his coat pocket.
No, you didn't. You did not.
So the help got murdered.
But that handgun, would that have have.
They wouldn't have done shit against
It didn't
that
help
thing.
anything. Anyway.
And you guys finally did search throughout the entire house, finding the last piece of the little, basically of the artifact that made it spin. And the dumb thing when I thought about after the whole thing was over, you know that dumbass kid's little toy game where it's literally a thing with a spike and it goes big ring, bell ring.
Yeah, I realized it too, buddy.
I thought about it. I was like, oh god, it's a kid's toy.
It works.
Um,
It works.
But yeah, you guys figured it out. Graf really figured it out quite a bit, but he made some insane rolls. I couldn't not give him the information because he made the roll. It was insane. And you guys found Mr. Green being a big coward, but he
destroyed by shadows.
he sealed his deal.
Yeah.
He sealed his deal by trying to flee the house.
I don't want to live.
I like to think that the kids got him. The creepy kids.
I tried to really when you guys ran into him again. I tried to play him up as much of a big asshole as I could.
Yeah.
So I was getting loud, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck's wrong with y'all?
I was so scared we fucked that up with Mr. Green. I was petrified. I was like, oh my god, did we just let it out? Was it in him? Was it him?
Yeah, those shadows.
In an early.
When I saw the shadows lead around the car, I was like, oh crap. I don't know if it's attacking him or if it's leaking out of the
my
car.
Dragula.
Game's over, guys. You guys just let the darkness
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just
Well,
the
fuck.
shadows turn it
Game
into a
over.
Coupe de Ville, and he's just driving through.
Yeah, right.
Now, in the original draft, he did have something to do with it, but eventually I was like, it's gonna be too complicated to tie it in, so I just made him be a coward, and he was just there for a job. But then you guys went up to the attic and confronted the beast basically with one of the chests and read off the basically the incantation enough times to get the artifact to work. Unfortunately for you guys, she was the only one who caught on to, maybe I should repeat what he's saying on my turn. And she did, and that helped the whole process go by a little faster. It could have been real fast if everybody would have just did it.
How
on their turn.
anticlimactic it would have been though if we were just
somebody
one
still would have
turn,
died.
one turn,
Oh,
everybody
no,
says
it took. It still would have been more than one turn. It took I think 5 or 6. If my memory serves me right.
I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it had to be said 5 turns.
5 or
It had to be
6.
said done 5 turns. With 4 of us, it would have been done in 2 turns. I would have been so
I'd
anticlimactic.
have killed somebody still.
Don't worry.
But yeah.
Don't worry. Someone's gonna die.
Yeah. It was
Now,
written before.
How did you figure out that you had to say it as well?
Shot in the dark.
It was just. It just made sense to me that.
Just using your instinct.
Yeah.
Good instincts, yeah. No, that also made sense to me, but later on, after she said, I was like, yeah. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, right?
That makes sense.
I'm my thought. I was just maybe it's only the
together.
person. I don't know why I automatically assumed that it was just only the person who's holding the totem probably has the power or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And then I got my wires crossed. So I thought he said he had it on the ground.
Yeah.
And then he said he had it in his hand.
Yeah, it was all good. It works.
Speak like Mosh.
Yeah, every time.
Because I made it up. Vish me la. Because I made it up on the top of my head, so there was no way of writing it down for what it actually was going to be. So I was like, Ryan, you can write down what's in English and say it, but if you want to make something else for the other shit, go for it. Because I was like, it was literally made up on the spot kind of thing. There's a couple things I did on the fly in that episode, or in the whole adventure.
It happens.
But yeah, two party members died, 4 NPCs all dead. You guys did leave the house with the case with the evil sealed away to go do something with it. But you guys definitely left a dog on its last limb, just laying in the living room.
Sorry.
Yeah, what's wrong with you guys?
I forgot.
Can you explain
about
yourself?
That. I really
Yeah,
just
let's
forgot
make sure
about
we
that.
don't do that.
Wait till Emily comes
And the
home
dog's
and opens the
name?
house. What the fuck
Toon.
happened here?
No, fuck that.
The dog's name, Toon.
No, it's
When his sister Emily comes to the house and finds the place half destroyed and all.
Yeah, that's always, in every single horror movie, that's always my thought process. What about afterwards? The police are going to show up. What are you going to say? It a monster was released and it killed everyone and we had to kill it.
Yeah.
That's always
like,
been my
there was a pack of
afterwards.
wolves in the house and it murdered everyone.
Yeah.
That's why you have security cameras.
In the 1920s.
Yeah, in the 1920s,
Yes.
buddy.
They're called guards.
But yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. It was a first time experience, but I had a lot of fun. Hope everybody else did too. I hope to do it again sometime. Well, I want to let Graf get his. Graf needs to do one. He's definitely. I hope he does a holiday kind of one or something like that. But where he takes the reins a little bit. It's nice to have everybody in the group do a little bit of this, and a little bit of that when it comes to when we're doing our off weeks.
Nice
Yeah, when we have like our off
other
weeks.
side of the DM screen.
Yeah, and yeah, it just gives you a break. And if there's ever too many people out of town, we get a chance to do like a one shot like that. And you guys have other friends that we can invite too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so this coming Sunday at
Yeah.
can we shoot for 6:30? Do you know? Are you going to be available like at 5 or?
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this coming Sunday we'll be back on the regular campaign. I think we're planning on making it a little special. Just throwing a little spice up on there. I guess you'll see it if we do. If we don't, then don't worry about it. But yeah, anything else you guys would like to say?
I would like to thank Blue Raven Studios for being our continued sponsor. We're not filming there tonight, but we're still partnering up with them. If you're interested in Blue Raven Studios, please be sure to check them out at blueravenstudios.com. Do virtual tours for Jets Yacht Schools and small companies all over the Florida.
Yeah, they definitely give us the space to allow us to create a little bit of content every week, which is a great thing. And
Gives us the leg
we
room to
appreciate it.
Stretch our legs, right?
Yeah.
The leg restriction.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just remember,
Leg can sometimes not really.
if ever in doubt, action faction. If the price is right, we don't care.
I think
Something
it's
like
I think it's
Something
past
like
the
that.
point where we should have ended this episode. We lost our chance. Let's not miss it again. So thank you again, guys.
Thanks to anybody who checks,
Everyone home.
watched us. Anybody who's going to check it out when we put it on the YouTube channel.
Yes.
And
Right.
Let's head out. You just
I think
gotta
that's
hit
it.
the button. Bye.
See you guys on Sunday.
Bye.